So I'm just going to lead us in a guided meditation. So take some time to get comfortable where you are. If you're at home, maybe sit in your favorite chair. If you're here in the sanctuary, ground your feet, touching the ground, leaning your back up against the chair, letting it support you. And if you feel like it, you can close your eyes. And let's just take some breaths in. And just pay attention to our breath. Let's take a deep breath in. Hold for a couple of seconds. And let it out. Let's do that one more time. This collective breath of all of us at this one time. Take a breath in and just hold it for just a couple of seconds. And let it all out. And so just continue to focus on your breath as I take you into this guided meditation. I know that there's only one power and one presence in my life. That power and presence of infinite intelligence that is flowing everywhere. And yet, there are conditions in my life that I do not like, that I am not wanting. And so I see those problems not as problems, but as possibilities. There are only possibilities trying to emerge in my life. There is the butterfly trying to emerge, or rather, there's the caterpillar trying to emerge into the butterfly. And the oak tree trying to emerge from the seed. Just reminding me that there are no problems, only possibilities. So I'd like to invite you to focus on a condition in your life that is not exactly how you want it, not exactly what you desire. Take that into your mind's eye. Maybe it is a health concern. Maybe it's a relationship that is not exactly what you want it to be. Maybe it's the appearance of lack in your life. Whatever that is, whatever it is in this moment, take anything in your life that is not in alignment with what you want and bring it forth. And now, as you bring that into your mind, I invite you to ask, what is the meaning of this condition in my life? What is trying to emerge within me? What is trying to present itself that I am not aware of? What is the meaning of the appearance of disease in my life? What is the meaning of the appearance of lack in my life? What is the appearance of this relationship in my life? Whatever it is that you're focusing on, this condition that is not serving you, ask, what is the meaning of the appearance of this condition? Try not to judge any thought that comes up. Just let it be, knowing that all of the answers are within you. Embrace what is coming up with love, knowing there is only love. Let go of any judgment, any opinion. No blame, no guilt, and no shame. Just allowing it to come forth. Embracing it with love. And as you're allowing whatever thought to come up, ask yourself, what is eternal here? How can I become more myself? And I'm reminding you that There is only wholeness, love, joy, peace, harmony, perfect health, prosperity. Those are eternal. And as we start to come out of the silence, I want to remind you that you are whole, perfect, and complete. And there are only possibilities, no problems. And be gentle with yourself with any thoughts or ideas that came up. And I invite you to repeat to yourself, I exist. I am whole. I am love. I am peace. I am joy. I am harmony. I am perfect health. I am prosperous. I am. Namaste.
Good morning, CSA. How are you doing today? So glad to be here in front of you. I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Yeah, just wonderful, grateful Thanksgiving. Wonderful. Wonderful. There is power in the name of Spirit. There is power in the name of Spirit. There is power in the name of Spirit. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain.
And there is healing.
There is healing in the name of Spirit. There is healing in the name of Spirit. There is healing in the name of Spirit. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain.
And there is love.
There is love in the name of Spirit. There is love in the name of Spirit. There is love in the name of Spirit. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain.
And in this time of Thanksgiving, we just say thank you, Lord, for helping us break those chains that bind us in this world in a way that was not intended for us. We know that you made this life to be filled with abundance and fulfillment and joy and love. And we want to celebrate this time and live in that space. And we want to break those chains that try to stop us from being anything less than what was intended, which is whole, perfect, and complete as we are at this moment in this present time. So if there's anything that anyone has in their mind that's stopping them from that, we want to consider that a chain that we want to break today. And it starts with us putting a new positive thought in its place that says, that's not what's here for me. That's not what God intended for me. That's not what I want for me, and that's not what's gonna be for me. So right now I declare that I'm gonna break that chain. So sing with us as we say this next part. Here we go.
I hear those chains falling. I hear those chains falling. I hear those chains falling.
So we wanna say break every chain.
Break every chain, 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 break every chain.
Here we go.
One nation under a groove, sing praises. One nation under a groove, sing praises.
Everybody, come on, sing along. One nation.
One nation under a groove, sing praises. One nation under a groove, sing praises.
Now repeat after me. Say, I feel alright.
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 Say yeah.
Yeah.
Say yeah.
Yeah.
Say yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel alright.
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 I
One
feel
nation.
alright. One nation under a groove, sing praises.
Yeah.
One nation under a groove, sing praises.
Affirmation number 2 says like this, say, I look alright.
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 I look alright. I look alright.
I look alright.
I look alright.
I look alright.
I look alright.
I look alright.
I look alright. Yeah.
I look alright.
Everybody say yeah.
Yeah.
Say yeah.
Yeah.
Say yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I look alright.
I look alright.
I
I am alright.
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 Say yeah.
Yeah.
Say yeah.
Yeah.
Say yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I am alright.
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 Some people are probably saying, but David, I'm not all right. And that's okay. It's okay. As long as you make up your mind that you plan on being all right. And you're going to take that next intentional step that you make to say, I'm going to make sure that this year, this day, this hour, I am all right.
All right.
So, with that said, this is for those folks that aren't all right yet, but they're going to be all right. And I'm going to put that in the atmosphere on your behalf to help you out with that. So repeat after me and make it happen. Say, I'll be all right.
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 I'll be all right. Come on.
I'll be all
Let me hear you say yeah.
Yeah.
Say yeah.
Yeah.
Say yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll be all right.
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 I'll
One
be
nation.
all right. One nation under a groove, sing praises. Yeah.
Come on, everybody, sing one nation.
One nation under a groove, sing praises. One nation under a groove, sing praises.
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to all of you here. Also to Lynn Ann, Gary, Bess, Jermaine, Larry, Janice, Susan, and everyone else at home joining us today. Chasing after you, no matter what I have to do, and I need you more and more. I'm chasing after you, no matter what I have to do. I need you more and more. I'm chasing after
praising my way through just to be closer to you. I'm chasing after you. I'm chasing after you.
I'm praising my way through.
I'm praising my way through
Just to be closer.
just to be closer to you. I'm chasing after you.
yeah. Chasing after you.
I'm praising my way through
Just to be closer.
just to be closer to you.
To you.
I'm praising after
More
you.
and more. More and more.
More and more.
More and more.
More and more.
More and more.
More and more.
More and more. Keep those hands together. Keep them together. Come on, put those hands together. It's an affirmation that you're in the right place at the right time. Because CSA is a place where all is welcome, all is loved. So, let's sing that song. I'm in the right place. Here we go. Come on.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time.
At the right time.
Just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. Just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Yeah, I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
If we have any little ones still in the place, your soul is welcome here for you as well, too. And we got a special place in the back for you. Here we go.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time.
At the right
Just where I'm
time.
supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time.
Right
Just where I'm
time.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Yeah, I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Now we're going to do an affirmation. I would love for you to stand if you're able. It just says simply, my soul is welcome here, and repeat it. Let's go.
My soul is welcome here.
Now make sure you receive
My
it.
soul is
Make sure you
welcome here.
believe it.
My soul is welcome here. My soul is
Clap those hands. Come on.
here. My soul
At home,
is
type it
welcome
in.
here.
My soul is welcome
My
here.
soul is welcome here. My 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 soul is welcome here.
Here we go.
Getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Yeah.
Indeed, our soul is welcome here, and we welcome Lynn, Ann, Gary, Bess, Jermaine, Larry, Janice, Susan, Melanie, Rosemarie, and Robin. We're glad you're here too. I always like to remind myself what kind of church we're in. We're in a church with many, many, many beliefs, and they all boil down to these four. The four beliefs are these. Number one is that God is all there is. There's no oppositional power to that power. There's no external evil. There's no external devil. Now, you and I know there's plenty of evil and plenty of devilishness in this world, but we believe it starts and stops right here in the minds of human beings. The second belief that we have is that all thought is creative and influential. And as a result of that, we're thoughtful what kind of thinking that we do around here. We don't beat ourselves up. If we have a mean-spirited thought, a funky thought, we simply put in a new thought and we keep marching on. The next belief that we have is that everything in our experience is either a call for love or an expression of love, no exceptions. And sometimes, you know what, that's hard. Sometimes they just come from unconscious people. Sometimes they come from people who are having a really bad day and want you to join them in having a really bad day. But if we can return love to that moment, we can transform that moment and begin to transform the planet. The last belief that we have that we hold on to with all of our heart, all of our mind, and all of our soul is that you are whole, perfect, and complete just as you are right this second. There may be some behaviors you want to let go of, some attitudes you want to jettison, but at your essence, there's no more to add. You are whole, perfect, and complete. So knowing that that's the kind of church we're in, I'd like to just welcome any second-time visitors. If this is your second time at CSA, would you just raise your hand? Because our ushers have a gift for you right back over here. Thanks for returning. That's so great. And now, if it's your first time, we're not going to ask you to stand up or say your name, but if this is your first time at CSA, would you raise your hand because our ushers have a gift for you as well, first-time visitors. So glad you're here.
So glad you came to celebrate Spirit. You are welcome here. We hope this isn't your last time. Anytime you're passing by, you are welcome here. So glad you came. Feel free to worship and celebrate Spirit's name. So glad you came to celebrate Spirit. You are welcome here.
Welcome to Jennifer and Jeff at home.
Good morning, CSA. My name is Tim Garcia. My pronouns are he and they. Happy Thanksgiving, happy Hanukkah, which starts tonight. Happy Sunday. Please join me in reading the Center's mission statement at the top of your bulletin or on the wall behind me. The Center for Spiritual Awareness is a diverse and caring community in which we share spiritual nourishment and celebrate all paths to God through the principles of science of mind. Today's altar flowers are from Tiffany Schultz, and her note reads, "With gratitude for CSA, friends, family, and the excitement I feel for the coming year, things just keep getting better." And today's lobby flowers are from Barbara Rogers and Patricia Tyree, and their note reads, "Thank you, Aaron Lincoln, for your outstanding choir leadership. Your service was a blessing to us, and we appreciate you." And now I'd like to call up Dale Covey.
Thank you, Tim. Good morning. I am here to invite you to join us in a new format for our Wednesday night meditation. It's going to be on Zoom, and that starts this coming Wednesday, December 1st. The Zoom link is in your weekly newsletter. It's also at our website, and the practitioners will be leading this, a 15 to 20-minute meditation, followed by prayer requests, and the practitioners will be praying with and for you. So join us. Thank you.
Thank you, Dale. The Women's Empowerment Circle is meeting today, 20 minutes after service ends in the teen room. Reverend Georgia will be discussing the gifts of the Hindu goddess Shakti to our lives today. All women are welcome. And the Traveling Lunch Bunch is going to Sutter Creek on Friday, that's this Friday, Flyers are in the lobby. And now I'd like to call up Leah Eldridge.
Good morning, church. I've got a message here from Mitch Austin, who couldn't make it this morning. The Amani Center just finished their Rise and Speak after 6 or 7 weeks of practicing. I was there at the original show. Their talks are powerful. So 4 of the speakers will be here next week after service, December 5th at 1 p.m. Just like the CSAX that we had here, the speakers will be delivering they will be performing their talks of love, hope, and inspiration. There will be 4 speakers. It will last about an hour and 15 minutes. And after the event, we'll give you the opportunity to sign up and do your own Rise and Speak talk coming. The next class will be coming next spring. We are asking for a love offering at this performance, but of course, everybody is welcome. All proceeds go to Center for Spiritual Awareness. Hope to see you all there. Thanks.
Thank you, Leah. Next Sunday is our holiday craft fair here in the sanctuary after service. And save the date for our Kwanzaa celebration, Sunday, December 26th at 4 p.m. Flyers are in the lobby. If you haven't been to a Kwanzaa celebration here, you've been missing out. So make this the year to come. And we continue to offer prayer here in the after service here in the front. Please take a seat in the row directly in front of me, and a practitioner will call for you. Only vaccinated practitioners are offering this service at this time. And now, after you've checked in on Facebook, please kindly turn your phone off. Thank you.
I just have one more announcement, and that is every Wednesday night, the Sacramento Valley Chorus meets here to rehearse. They are preparing to take a show to Hawaii for Pearl Harbor Day, and they are doing a dress rehearsal here on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. So if you like choral music, they are phenomenal. It's free. They're inviting the congregation to come and hear them. So please, there are flyers out there in the lobby. If you'd like to join us, it's really going to be, I think, a beautiful evening of music. All right, let us fill up the rest of these seats. Oh, you know what? I had one more announcement. Usually we invite people who we give a tithe to come and talk to the congregation about what the tithe is and what their organization is. This tithe that the board has agreed upon for last month was the Mississippi Center for Reproductive Rights. Many of you know that the reproductive rights for women in Texas has now a new law that's very damaging, and Mississippi is trying to pass the same law. So the board had asked me to try and find an organization that would make sure that medical assistance was available to all women in Mississippi. So we did that, and thank you for your generosity because we were able to send them nearly $1,000 for their work. Yeah. All right, let us fill up the rest of these seats with beings of light that are in our heart for whatever reason. Maybe somebody's in your heart today because they're not feeling well, or it's the anniversary of a crossing over, or maybe it's a dear pet who's crossed over or not feeling well. Whatever that being in your heart is today, will you speak their name aloud as I light this memory candle? Eleanor, Emma, Jesus, Avery Miles, Evan. I light this memory candle in their name and in the names of peace everywhere. And now it's time to anchor ourselves in prayer. So as I sound my bowl 3 times, I invite you to allow the tone of this bowl to take you deep into that place where you know and you know you are whole, perfect, and complete.
I
need to be still. It's going to be a lullaby today, you guys. We got a little special guest. I need to be still and let God love me. I need to be still and let God love me. When the world starts to push and shove me, I need to be still and let God love me. I need to be still and let God love me. I need to be still and let God love me. When this world starts to push and shove me, I need to be still and let God love me.
And it is in the silence that I am most reminded that there is only one power, one love, one mind in all of existence. This energy source that flows through and around and as all people, all animals, all things, all moments. This beautiful energy source that is always expanding. And I know it's always expanding because the universe is always expanding. It's always creating, always becoming more. And I embrace that. I witnessed that. And I know that I'm one with this expanding consciousness, this expanding energy source. And I know that every single person on this planet is one with that energy source. There is no person left out. All beings are connected. We are all one. And so I just remind myself that every person is continuing to expand in their own consciousness, becoming more and more of themselves every single day, just like I am becoming more and more of myself every single day. That brings peace to me, knowing that all is moving in the greatest direction that it can ever move into, which is more peace and love and joy and harmony in this world, on this planet. I know this for myself, and I know it for every single person that is on this planet. That there is just more and more of wholeness, perfectness, completeness. And I'm so grateful to know this, not only for myself, but for all of humanity. I'm so grateful for Center for Spiritual Awareness, for knowing that this is so. I'm so grateful for every single person that is listening to my voice right now. I'm just filled with gratitude, knowing all is well, all is perfect. And so I just release my word into the law, knowing it's already done and complete, knowing there's nothing left for me to do or say, because it's already happening as it should. And so I just let it go and let it be, and so it is. My name is Amber Henning, and I am proud to be a licensed practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Awareness. And I am now going to read our affirmation. I will read it once, and then I will invite you to stand and repeat it with me. Today, I will not listen to any voice that makes me feel less than. I am more than enough. Please stand. Today, I will not listen to any voice that makes me feel less than. I am more than enough, and so it is.
Hello. My name is Dave. And today's sacred reading is from the book Every Day I Pray by Elijah Van Zandt. Dear God, please untie the knots that are invading my life. Please remove the have-nots, the can-nots, and the do-nots that invade my mind. Please erase the will-nots, may-nots, might-nots that invade my heart. Please release me from the could-nots, the would-nots, and the should-nots that invade my life. Most of all, dear God, I ask that you remove from my mind, my heart, my life, all the am-nots that I have allowed to hold me back. Please erase from my mind the thought that I am not good enough. Please erase from my heart that I am not loved enough. Please untie from my life everything that I clutch that supports the belief that I am not enough. Today, dear God, I come to you humbly and reverently, asking that you untie, eliminate, and erase all the knots that have invaded every aspect of my life. For your mercy and your grace, I am so grateful, and so it is.
Good morning. So good to be back in the building. I always feel like family when I'm here. Exceedingly, abundantly, above all you could ask or think, according to the power that worketh in you. God is able to do just what he said he would do. Yeah, he's gonna fulfill every promise to you. on God. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't give up on God, 'cause He won't give up on you. He's able.
Is able.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take.
Well, who did you expect? Will Smith? Good morning, everyone. It's always a blessing to be here. The title for this talk is From Pain to Power. Have you ever had a defining moment? An idea, a thought, an awareness, or even an event that defines your direction in life? It's a turning point. It's a change in trajectory. It's a point of no return. The moment of truth. Defining moments impact our choices. Sometimes it's a fork in the road where we choose one road over another. It can be a single moment that changes us from who we think we are to what we will be. There are some defining moments that reveal our character. They show who we really are. They define us. Sometimes defining moments occur without us even paying attention. Later, we understand that the defining moment has influenced every decision that we have made. We become aware or wake up that many of our decisions, our direction, were our response to the defining moment. Sometimes our response is so significant that it makes us who we are. This was for Will Smith. Yes, Will Smith, the actor, and Will Smith, the music artist. Will had an experience that set his trajectory. It impacted his choices. It defined his relationships. Our spiritual principle says all things work together for good. It may not feel like it all the time, but it is all working together for our good. No mud, no lotus, no pain, no power. Ernest Holmes put it this way: even what we call evil is beneficial. It leads us to the way and the truth and the life. The pain of suffering should teach us what we shouldn't do so that we don't keep making the same mistakes over and over again. It is working for our good. The mud brings forth the lotus. It carries a blessing when we learn to collect knowledge from our experiences. I am using the book No Mud, No Lotus, The Art of Transforming Suffering by Thich Nhat Hanh. And he writes, most people are afraid of pain, but the pain is a kind of mud to help the lotus flower of happiness arrive. There can be no lotus without the mud. But the mud stinks. Anything in your life stink? Anything ever happened to you that stinks? Well, the lotus is a beautiful flower with a great and wonderful fragrance. But the lotus grows in a musty water and a stinking mud. No mud, no lotus, no pain, no power. The lotus is symbolic of potential, of purity of mind, body, and soul. The lotus flower symbolizes enlightenment. In ancient Egypt, it identified birth and rebirth. In the Hindu religion, it is the word for the divine. So we often say that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. How is pain and suffering optional? Viktor Frankl put it this way, the Holocaust survivor who lost his parents as well as his wife in the concentration camps. He said, suffering is the time between the stimulus and our response. There is a space, and in that space is the power for us to choose our response. It is our response that determines our growth as well as our freedom. How we suffer and how long we suffer can often be determined by our response to the pain. Will Smith had a defining moment. It occurred when his father, who was drunk, knocked his mother unconscious in front of the children. Will made 3 decisions from this. 1, that he was a coward because he did not defend his mother. 2, he would have the perfect family. Let's see how that works for him. And number 3, the 3 principles of life are more, and more. And he carried the identity of being a coward with him, just like the mud that grows the lotus. It stinks. Thich Nhat Hanh writes, we must transform our suffering. Pain lets us understand what happiness is. Do we really know what it is to be well until we have been ill? Doesn't it take our own pain for us to have compassion for another? Some of the most obnoxious people that I know only became tolerable after they had some painful event. I didn't impose the pain. All of their pain does not have to go away for us to be happy. There is no time in our lives that there is 0 pain and 0 suffering. And we shouldn't ignore the pain. We deny that the suffering has any power of its own, but we don't deny that there is suffering. That's called denial. And nothing survives without food and being fed. And denial feeds the pain and the suffering, denying the power of your ability to control the condition. Often our suffering is linked to our attachments. I will not be happy until, which places your happiness in the future, or I will not be happy if I lose something. But the issue here is that fear actually feeds the suffering. It robs us of our happiness. But pain, like everything else in life, is impermanent. The pain will only remain when we lose and no longer are lost in the story. Or we try to live in the past or in the future as if either one of those things and those options are possible. It doesn't work to live in the past, and it doesn't work to live in the future. It's just not possible. We should share our pain and for others so that we can identify that we are compassionate about their experience. But we shouldn't inflict our pain on other people. The story of the arrow explains what we are doing to ourselves. We get hit by an arrow, an unwelcome thing in life that causes us pain and suffering, and we shoot ourselves with the second arrow, with our reaction and our reactive storyline and our anxiety about what has happened, known as being lost in our story. Will Smith had some mud in his life. Similar to many others, Will had a complex relationship with his father. His father had been in the military, but was discharged for fighting other soldiers on the same team. Will wrote, "I adored him, and he terrified me. He was my greatest blessing and one of the worst sources of my pain." For Will Sr., nothing was a task. Every activity was a mission. Now, Will Jr. had some positive and some negative responses to these lessons. His father taught him to be committed and determined. Will writes, "I wasn't a fighter, so I became amusing. His greatest skill was imagination, which meant he was a very big liar, making up unbelievable stories. Later, he used this imagination, though, to be creative." He writes, "The kids made fun of him because he went through a phase of wearing cowboy boots. But he wore his cowboy boots playing basketball." I'm not playing basketball or wearing my boots to do it. When Will was 10, his father directed Will and his brother, who was younger, to build a brick wall in the front of his business. It took them a year, working after school, on weekends, on holidays. The only instruction they were given was how to use a level. You know, the level that has the bubble in the middle, so that the bricks would always be straight. But halfway through the experience of building the wall, they exploded with frustration. They just wanted to give up. Have you ever been there where you just want to give up? They had illusions that this wall would never be finished. Will Sr. said, "Take your eye off the wall and focus on the brick." He learned to focus on the task that was doable and not be overwhelmed by the task that was too big. Amen, Will. His circumstances did not change, but his perspective changed. In transforming pain to power, the power of a decision about your pain, we must change our perspective. It's painful, but it is not permanent. Nothing is. We must focus and be determined in what we do. Will earned his first $1 million at 19 with a #1 record that also won a Grammy, the first time that rap was ever recognized. But playing around after the first album, the second was a failure. See, Will was often criticized that he really didn't come from the streets and that his stories and his rap were not violent. He spent in a few years $3 million and owed the IRS $2.8. Being determined, though, he recovered when he starred in the television show, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So don't give up on yourself or anyone. Make a decision to go on. But Will had another defining moment. His entire family had joined the show business world of Will Smith. He describes the situation is that his family literally mutinied in his home. He described himself as an insane, overbearing show business father. At 10, his daughter, Willow, had a #1 hit, Whip My Hair. Willow ended up, at the direction of her father, on a 33-day tour of the European cities, of course, to perform. She was the opening act for Justin Bieber. She was only 10. Will said, I felt like I was a genius. This was success. But children can humble you. She finished on the stage in London, and she told her father, I'm finished. I want to go home. But the tour hadn't ended. And he said, but you agreed to record more music. She said, no, you agreed that I would record more music. She finished the tour, but the next morning, after returning home, Will was sitting in the kitchen. Willow arrived for breakfast, bald. She had shaved her head. And she said, it doesn't matter to you that I'm finished. I'm done, Daddy. But then she continued and said, Mommy, Daddy has a picture of a family in his mind, and it's not us. The alarm rings, and it is time to wake up. Will realized that having everything he wanted and achieving everything he wanted may have made him happy, but everyone around him was miserable. He writes, to place the responsibility for your happiness on anyone else other than yourself is to sign up for misery. Amen, Will. It was at this point that Will Smith understood that his defining moment at 10 years of age had controlled his life. But not forever. He was too young to be aware at 10, but we are never too old to wake up. Would Will continue to see himself as a coward? Did he have the perfect family? Did his family members get a vote on what it was meant to be a perfect family? And are you really happy if you have more, and more? Will, the only thing you can do is learn to observe your behavior. By observation, we become aware of our decisions and whether or not our decisions are working for us. If not, we can just change the decision. When we become aware, we wake up. We have the power of decision, and we are challenged by doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. You must be before you can do. And the transformation for Will Smith that happened as a result of his daughter bringing this to his attention changed his life. He's much more inspirational now than he was before. So regardless to whatever you feel your defining moment was, whether or not it was terrible and horrible, whether or not it was a good thing or not, remember that it is all working together for our good. It doesn't mean that the situation was good, but it works together for good. It's all about our expectations. to learn to look and observe why we are doing what we're doing, and do we like what we see and what we hear and what we know that is going on the inside. Awareness means to watch and to observe what is going on inside of us. Instead of asking what is wrong with me, reflect and say, why do I think this way? Why do I want to hurt him? Why did I say that? Why was I hurt? And why is this so painful? The defining moments in our lives do not have to define us forever. We can redefine our lives at any point when we wake up. There is no defining moment that cannot be redefined or changed. So stop punishing yourself and stop listening to those people who tell you you used to think differently, even if that voice is in your own head. You have to tell people sometimes, catch up. It's all changed. I've changed. So just get with the program. If you discover that you have offended anyone, just apologize and ask for forgiveness, even if that person happens to be the person in the mirror. We got to own it. Sometimes it's even with those people who have already crossed over. But when we become aware, we can have a new idea, a new thought, a new understanding of our lives. And we can define our direction in life from the moment that we wake up. You have to make the turn, just the turn in a different direction, change of trajectory. There is no point of no return. There is no point of no return. The moment of truth is the moment that we become aware. Yes, the defining moment has impacted our choices, but we can choose again, and it is working together for our good. Charles Barker said, indecision is actually an individual's decision to fail. So make a decision with your new understanding. Change your direction if you don't like what you see. But understand that when you get to another fork in the road, you may take the right one or the incorrect one, but nonetheless, it works together for our good. This is God in our lives, that it can work together no matter how painful, how awful, or how great and wonderful it was. It all works together for good. We can always choose another path. We can always change how we want to approach life. There are defining moments that reveal our character, and we are always a choice to express more godly qualities, more godly characteristics. They are all inside of us. We can define ourselves and revise the definition anytime we choose. We become aware. We wake up. We can change. There is no life that cannot change, which is why we don't give up on people, and we shouldn't give up on ourselves. When we become aware, we can redefine the defining moment and know that even though that defining moment was there, when you wake up, you understand that it is still working together for our good. And so it is. It's working for your good. It's working for your good. Thank you. Thank you. Let us pray. knowing this one power, this one presence, this one omnipotent, knowledgeable thing can work our entire life. Everything that has happened and everything that will happen will work toward our good. And for this we are thankful. And so it is. Money is God in action. I send it forth to bless and to prosper all who come in contact with it. And so it is. We welcome back Toya.
Here's my worship, all of my worship. Receive my worship, all of my worship. Here's my worship, all of my worship. Receive my worship, all of my worship. You, Lord, you are worthy, and no one can worship you for me. For all the things you've done for me, and no one can worship you for me. Here's my worship. Here's my worship. All of my worship. Receive my worship. All of my worship. Here is my worship. Oh, all of my worship. Lord, receive it all. Say all of my worship. You, Lord, you are worthy, and no one can worship you for me. For all of the things you've done for me. All the things you've done for me. Lord, no one can worship you for me. Here is my worship, all of my worship. Receive my worship. Say midst of it all. As long as I am breathing, I will always worship you. And I will not be silent. I will always worship you. As long as I'm breathing, as long as I am breathing, I will always worship you. And I will not be silent. I will not be silent. I will always worship you. You've been too good, you've been too great. As long as I'm breathing, yeah, I'm breathing, I will always worship you. Here's my worship. Say all of my worship. Worship. Receive mine. I surrender it all. I commit to you, God. Here's my worship. Say all of mine. Oh, receive it all. Say all of mine. Oh, you, Lord, you are worthy.
That's Miss Latoya Walton, everybody. What a beautiful metaphysical song. As long as I am worthy, I will always worship you. You know, the word worship means to show intense love. That's the definition of the word worship, to show intense love. And we know in this church that we believe that every person on the planet is a representation of God itself. So when we worship God, we show intense love to God. We're not judging each other. We're not making each other other or bad. We're showing intense love to each other. I love that song, Latoya. Thank you so much for bringing it to us here. All right, we have children coming. Was there anything else I was going to say? No, children are coming.
Make you glad
The
you
children
came.
are coming.
The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that counts is here and now. My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came. So glad you came. I'm glad you came.
Kids, we have something we want you to know. We love you. We're glad you're here. And we're here for you. All right, sir.
Our light burns brightly.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Today we learned about Hanukkah.
All right.
We played the dreidel game.
All right. Good. Thank you. Teenagers.
Today in Teen Group, we discussed the many opportunities we can bring emotional wellness into our lives.
Emotions are like visitors. You can always pick and choose who stays, who doesn't, and how For how long?
Yes, that's it. That's it. Fabulous. Joy, Jonice, Heather, Julie, Rebecca, T, Daisy, Leela, Sandra, Elizabeth, Terry, we're all so glad you're here also. I want to just say I want to add my happy Hanukkah to those who've already said happy Hanukkah. It starts tonight at sundown. Now, here's the thing that I want to say. We always celebrate 4 holidays of light during December, and we do not celebrate them at the appropriate time. So next Sunday, we're going to be celebrating Bodhi Day, which is the celebration of the Buddha's enlightenment. Then we're going to move on, and Reverend Peggy is going to bring us the message this year of winter solstice. And then we'll have Hanukkah totally out of tune with Hanukkah, but we'll bring the message and the wisdom. And then Christmas, of course, on Christmas Eve, going to be a great service. The choir will be here. We'll have extra music and candles, the candle lighting service. And then, of course, our big Hanukkah, our big Kwanzaa celebration the last Sunday. And after church, we're having our Kwanzaa celebration, which is really a bash. You don't want to miss that. All right, I think we are ready. If you will stand, we'll do the benediction. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my heart. Life is in my mind. Life is in my affairs. I take this life out this day, and I share it with another. And so we are, so I am, and so it is. Amen.